a quorum. Bill and Lori's on Zoom, so introduction to visitors.
We have
Jason Jones.
Casey Elliott, Bill Friend, and I'm representing the VFD.
Welcome, everyone. Any public comment from anyone? Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody for coming tonight. I guess the reason is just for this one action item. Josh, if you would explain.
Yes, so
what it
we
is.
there's a federal program called E-rate. It's a brief history on E-rate. Is a long time ago, any government body could get discounted funding on telephone bills. Well, then the internet came along, and that became part of E-rate too. You could get discounted rates on your internet bill. And then as internet expanded and technology began to take off, well, you needed infrastructure to make internet work well. And so they went from category 1 and added category 2, which provides some additional funding assistance for technology infrastructure. And so that's what this is all about. Is we file every 5 years or so, you're eligible for E-rate funding for category 2. You're eligible every year for category 1, which is your phone and internet bill, where the federal government will pay for a portion or give you a refund for a portion of those bills. And every 5 years, you're eligible for category 2, which is to upgrade your infrastructure or repair any of your technology related infrastructure. And so that's where we're at right now. And unfortunately, the deadline for getting this submitted is April 1st. I was unaware of that until recently. We do hire an E-rate specialist to process our application, as most districts do across the state. And we had bids on a project, upgrade our infrastructure. We kind of mentioned this, but we're doing this in partnership with K-12 Montana, who made the recommendations on some of the things that we needed. And it's what this project entails is a lot of cable pulling. New category 6 or Cat 6 cable and 123 runs. That's in both buildings. Just for the cabling and installing the cables, that's $30,873. Just that piece of it. And that also includes a new firewall and lots of switches, $20,792 worth of switches. So the total project, the bid that I'm recommending tonight is from 801 Technology. And the total cost of that project would be $54,864. Now we're on the hook for all of that up front. And so this was the lowest bid, by the way. We had, I think, 7 or 8 bids. The catch was with this bid, it's what they call a VAR bid, and you got to pay for it all up front, and then you're reimbursed later. Now the portion that we would be reimbursed, I believe, was I think I wrote it down here, but it's around $38,000. We're responsible for roughly $17,000 of that. So for basically a quarter of the cost, we get a really big project and a much needed upgrades taken care of. And so that would be my recommendation tonight. And again, I'll answer any questions. Another thing that this project will help us do, a problem it will help us resolve. Currently, with the new ACET building, we have 2 separate PA systems, public announcement systems. So when we got to make an announcement, we pick up the one for this building, which does connect with the lodge, and we got to pick up the phone for the ACET building, and you're holding 2 phones making 2 announcements. Not exactly convenient. We can make it work, but if there was any safety issue, that's just one more thing you have to do during a potential crisis. And so these cabling, we're doing 2 drops in every room that doesn't have one, and that'll allow us to get that to install a PA system, which would kind of be phase 2. We had an E-rate project, that'll be a separate project, that'll be phase 2, and get us a PA system that would work in all 3 buildings, kind of upgrade us and bring us up to the standard there.
Is it 100% guarantee that we would get the funding back?
Yes.
Okay.
100% guaranteed because it's federal funding. They would have the feds on it.
Any idea?
I believe it comes directly to us. That doesn't go through them to sign off on it. funding things correctly.
Any idea when the funding come back in, Josh? 34,000.
They said that it could come in pretty quick. Essentially, with the project itself, they'd have to have completion of the project. They said it could come in as quickly as 3 weeks after the project. Essentially, that's 3 to 6 weeks, I think, is the window for receiving the refund. That I wouldn't make the suggestion if I didn't think that we could cover it. We do have next closest bid was $20,000 more. And that's with them covering the expense up front. So I just felt like there was such a wide gap that was worth us covering all the same 20,000. The project estimate terms of time 2 to 3 weeks this summer.
Where is 801 Technology located?
I believe they're a Utah group,
Okay.
but I think they have a branch here in Montana.
I do.
How much additional would be needed to finish the whole PA piece when you're done with this? Do you know?
I think we had got a bid on a patch. Yeah, they're a Utah based company. I think they have a satellite. When we talked about getting a patch, it's going to be around $40,000. I think I'm not sure if this would require that. It might be a completely new bid. We were looking for some way to make our current system work. That just seemed like a lot for a patch.
Right.
So this upgrades the entire system where we can just have a whole new system. And again, our cost is $17,000. So we'd probably look at getting new bids for a new PA system at that point.
Well, it seems like it makes sense. I would make a motion to approve this expenditure upfront so that we can move forward.
Second.
Been moved and seconded to approve the bid from 801 Technology for the E-rate funding for the school year 2026. Is there any other questions or discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passes unanimously. Any other items to come before the board? Entertain a motion for adjournment.
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Those opposed? The next meeting is April 13th at 7 in Indy.
The agenda's starting to get a little meaty, so there'll be some stuff on there. Hopefully everybody can make it to the April meeting. Thank you, Lori.
Thanks, Lori.
Thank you. Yep. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks.
Yep, thank you. Chris, thank you for coming.